In May 2025, a high-stakes meeting at the White House takes a shocking turn, and I mean a shocking turn. You have New York Post, ABC News, SABC News, Fox 5 Washington, D.C., The Telegraph, and Associated Press. President Donald Trump confronts South African President Cyril Ramaphosa with a video montage accusing South Africa of white genocide. And in my personal opinion, it is being blown way out of proportion. But nevertheless, here's the video.
Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer.
Within days, U.S. aid is suspended, refugees are approved, global headlines explode. What really happened? And what does this mean for global diplomacy, economics, and the future of South Africa? I mean, welcome to Global Voyager and press the subscribe button. Let's break it down. See, the Oval Office was supposed to be a place of diplomacy and trade negotiations, but instead it became a battleground of misinformation and mistrust. According to insiders, Trump showed a dramatized video suggesting white Afrikaner farmers are being hunted down in South Africa. Ramaphosa immediately denied these accusations, calling them sensationalized and false. Yet Trump doubled down, approving the resettlement of 50 Afrikaners as refugees. I mean, come on, claiming they were victims of racial persecution. This decision sent shockwaves through international communities. Let's get to the facts. The claim of white genocide in South Africa circulated in far-right communities for years. But according to South Africa's own police data, there's no evidence of racially targeted attacks against white farmers. See?
We do not have a genocide in South Africa.
This South African farmer wants to set the record straight. He wrote an open letter to US President Donald Trump after Trump offered Afrikaner farmers refugee status.
But it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about. But it's a terrible thing that's taking place. And farmers are being killed. They happen to be white.
The first group of 59 Afrikaners traveled to the US in early May. It has raised questions about why a group of white South Africans of Dutch and French descent are being granted refugee status when the Trump administration has stopped all other refugee programs. De Jager represents a large farmer organization which has members across South Africa. He says while it's true that farm murders are a major problem, Trump hasn't got the facts straight.
I wrote the letter to Trump because I feared that he might have a misunderstanding of what is going on here. We thanked him for having sympathy with our cause, but we also said, rather help us to make things better here. Help us to, within our lifetime, fix the problems we have here. And it's not only a race thing. Black farmers have similar problems too, and we need those problems also to be attended to.
Trump's genocide claims are a result of brutal attacks on farmers in South Africa. Most of the murders happened during armed robberies. There's a large memorial at Nampo, South Africa's largest farming expo, dedicated to farm murders. It contains around 2,800 names, going as far back as the 1970s. One thing that stands out about this event is the diversity. We've seen many Afrikaners, but we've also seen many black people in attendance. This memorial includes the names of black farmers who were victims of farm murders, debunking the idea that it's a crime that only affects white people. And those we spoke to say while they are concerned about farm murders, they don't want to leave South Africa.
If people want to do it, I think it's a good idea. It gives them an option out if they want. But I personally would not do it. This is my country. And that is something that Mandela fought for, is for freedom for all.
I cannot really say there's a genocide in South Africa. The only thing that is happening is it's a crime in general. You know, in every country, in every places, we do have crimes, irrespective of race, you know. So I think the genocide issue is exaggeration.
Yes, farm attacks do occur. South Africa faces a high crime rate overall. But these crimes affect all racial groups, and there's no doubt to prove in a campaign of ethnic cleansing. So why did Trump raise this issue again, and why now? See, Trump's move aligns with his America First narrative. His administration has taken a strong stance on immigration, foreign aid, and race, often favoring certain ideological groups. By approving Afrikaner refugees and cutting off aid to South Africa, he's appealing to his conservative base, especially in an election year. But critics argue that this selective humanitarianism is racially biased, given the rejection of refugees from places like Gaza or Sudan. the consequences are already unfolding. Trump signed an executive order halting U.S. aid to South Africa, money that supported health, education, and infrastructure projects. Economists warn that this could hurt local development and strain in South Africa's economy. Trade negotiations between two countries continue behind closed doors, focusing on tariffs and energy cooperations. But trust is clearly shaken, and with South Africa set to host a G20 summit later this year, the timing could not be worse. President Ramaphosa remained diplomatic but firm. He's emphasized South Africa's commitment to justice, equality, and the rule of law, dismissing Trump's claim as uninformed and dangerous. International leaders and human rights organizations have also weighed in, criticizing the U.S. for spreading disinformation and politicizing race-based narrative. Meanwhile, South Africa continues to assert its place on the global stage, pushing forward on trade with EU, BRICS, and key African partners. This isn't just a story about two presidents. It's a story about race, power, and its delicate web of global diplomacy. It's about how both narratives can shape foreign policy and how misinformation can damage international trust. As the world watches, South Africa prepares for the G20. One thing is clear. In this new age of global politics, truth matters more. Thank you for watching.